I really operate with this notion of human at the helm. I spoke with other people, and they have different versions of calling it. But regardless what the platform is, the fundamental principle is that the human is always the foundation first, that AI is configured around them. You don't need to be a coder. You can just use natural human language. And he called it vibe coding. And this was his quote, that you just want to fully give into the vibes, to embrace exponentials, or the opportunity, that the compounding benefit of just talking about what you want to have happen. And you forget that the code even exists. And right now, where we are today in 2026, 92% of developers have used AI coding tools. 60% of new code so far written in 2026 was AI generated. And the reason why I want to do this is good planning and preparation up front is going to increase the success of what it is that you want to build out. So it might take you a little bit more prep time, but it's going to do a couple of things. It's going to reduce the amount of tokens that you're going to use, so you're going to save some money. But it's also going to ensure that you've got a stronger outcome, which is going to be pretty critical. I wanted to create an operating agreement that codified how I and the AI and the platforms I was using was going to divide the work. And I used it anytime the systems started to drift. Lovable's unbelievable. It's a description first AI app builder. So vibe code, you chat. It ships real React and TypeScript apps, websites, etc. on a super-based backend. Currently 2.3 million users and growing. 100 million ARR, one of the fastest growing systems ever. But what makes this fantastic for non-technical users is first you describe, so plain English. Here's what I want to do. Then you can go through planning. Lovable will show you the build plan first. You can approve it, you can adjust it. Highly recommend going through the plan first, mainly because it's going to ask questions. It's going to give you how it would approach things. And rather than burning credits on the build and going down the wrong way, you can get that all organized ahead of time. Lovable, awesome. I love Lovable. I've built, I think, 10 different systems inside of Lovable. Replit is better when you have a more complicated task that's requiring more database oriented projects. So if you're building an app, if you're building a much more intensive system, but it's not as easy to use as Lovable. Lovable's super easy, but it's going to have some limitations. Replit, slightly harder to use. You can still do as much, but it's going to also give you, generally speaking, a bit of a deeper level of capacity when you're relying on things like databases, etc. I hate when people are like, this is the one way to use AI, or this is the one system on AI. I call bullshit on all of it. And I don't know what's the best. And I'm sure there's something that's better than what I've used, which is why I love seeing what people are doing, because I want to try it out.